I should probably switch channels. Forgot to do that. That's great. What's up, everybody? It is the young, the honorable, the Agav, the men, the Dawn. Turning that sound down. I want to be able to hear it. Put you at 20. Alright. So now we are good. What's up? I am ready to do some streaming. It's been a day, and I'm kind of just ready to not have it be a day like this anymore. For some reason my frames are dropping pretty bad. But on Warcraft, night crawlers. Let's go vendor some stuff. Ah, big old bear can't fit.
King's honor, friend.
Yeah, thanks for coming back yourself. Definitely having a better day so far. Can't destroy that. It has been lovely.
Be careful.
Now I'm ready to clear out some dungeons. Play a little World of Warcraft. But I need to run a specific dungeon, and specifically need to run Stratholme Service Entrance, I think. Turn in all those quests. His main gate. Let's see. Let's find out if it'll let me. Balnazar is main gate, I believe. Used to be Stratholme Living. Now it's not. It's all undead. Let's just do Stratholme Service Entrance because that's what I believe it is. "14 bosses defeated." Maybe I picked the wrong one. We shall find out. Nope, we got the right one. Cool.
It's too far away.
You got my attention. Off with you.
It's too far away.
So go ahead and clear this up. And then we'll run more random dungeons.
I need to get closer.
destroy these. So that's going by pretty quick. I don't think I'll be able to do any mega pools or anything. I don't think I can even survive mega pools, so it'd be smarter if I just pull conservatively. I can technically just bounce
Hello.
after turning in all these quests, but
Farewell.
I'm certainly not going to do that.
What can I do for you? See you later.
What's on your mind?
Pretty good. I don't get a random XP bonus after this, though. I just get the dungeon completion. I should still hit 59 off of just killing stuff. There shouldn't be too big of an issue. But we shall find out. I definitely don't just want to leave these guys by themselves. Wouldn't be
I need to
fair.
get closer.
Plus, I enjoy taking, so. Although, for how much longer, I'm not sure. I might end up tanking all the way through. Oh no. Shit. This was a big old pull. Oh, like a monstrous pull. I gotta keep ignore pain up 100%. Every time I can. Just ignore pain. What did I say about no mega pulls? Obviously I lied.
I'm out of money.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, ignore pain. You come on me too. Come on. Get over here. Come on. Well, I guess magic damage isn't ignored by ignore pain, is it? It just says damage. It only ignores 50%.
It's too far away.
Alright. Let's get him down while I have him stunned.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
Yeah, those are some solid heals. I would not have made it through that. Someone should counterspell the Shrieking Banshee. It's gonna be easier for us in the long run.
I'm out of range.
Fuck it. Come on. Alright. Nope. Nope.
Something first.
Alright.
It's too far away.
Gotta pull this.
I'm out of range.
Probably pull the little Zada Necromancers.
I need to get closer.
Come on. Banshee does not want to stay on me. I guess I'm just not attractive enough for her. It's okay. I don't need to be. You guys please get on me? Thanks. Ignore pains.
I'm out of range.
Alright, they're gonna summon the swordsmith. And we'll move on from there. Alright, we'll be careful in pulling her. Kind of keep her at the lip of the stair. And then the melee can be behind her. Because I think we have a rogue. Yeah. Oh. Fucking sanded me. Gonna have to keep taunting her. That way I can keep aggro. Is possess? I wonder if it's interruptible. Guess we'll find out. She hasn't done it yet in a while. It's kind of weird. There she goes. Oh, it's automatic. Okay.
It's too far away.
Throw up some of our taunts. Cool. Go ahead and smash these guys in. And we'll keep going. Yeah, we'll go left. Go left. We'll do Crypt Guy and then Maliki. Gotta pull this stuff. I might actually try and do a arms run after this. Been feeling it. I really want to play arms at max. Might as well. Might as well give it a little play. See how it plays at lower level. And not be the tank for once. Don't really want to be the tank all the time. Not the most fun thing to do 100% of the time, but it is definitely something I am interested in and possibly interested in at max level. I would definitely tank lower keys once I have the gear. Maybe tank, you know, lower normals once heroics on farm. Just tank easy stuff if we need it. Most part, that's just want to be a better contributor, especially if I am needing the gear. Luckily, with personal loot, right? I could still do personal loot, get gear for arms, but to play protection. That's what I'm trying to say. So we'll go ahead and switch that to arms. Come on, don't crip scares me. Just come on. Alright, he's gonna be a little clown.
I'm out of range.
Only reason I'm worried is because of that crit beast down there. It should be fine though. This boss is pretty easy. Okay, maybe I should put up some defenses. Scarabs want to come after me. Oh wait, I'm gonna lose thread on you.
It's too far away.
I do need you to quit backing up. There we go. Chitinous plate guards. Which I think is the same thing I got yesterday that I sold. These just body pulled. Okay. Happens. Alright, let's go ahead and get attacked by roaches. Actually, it's spiders this time. No thanks. Oh man, this is about to be a monstrous pool once again. Can't really sheep anything. Because if you sheep it, it's just gonna get AoE'd down. Fortunately, the priest can't AoE with us because it doesn't do enough. And enough healing doesn't do enough damage to be worth it, so... Alright, we're honestly gonna need to kill any kind of magic damage first. Yeah, the rogue is talking about rogue is talking about not having DPS and or DPS in dungeons specifically for like group content. Kind of agree there. I haven't played rogue much. My offline character that I don't play on stream is a rogue, but he's playing specifically Outlaw, which Blade Flurry isn't until 63, so that's a long time to not have any AoE. Which, I mean, I know they haven't really been an AoE class. They've never been about bursting down groups. Just fine. You know, you have other groups for that. You have Fury Warriors, you have Retribution Paladins to an extent, though not as much. Elemental Shamans, Enhancement Shamans. You have other group AoE. But playing them, and this is also like playing Shadow Priest and Warlords of Draenor, and maybe Legion. I only really played one in WoD. Is that you don't feel like you can contribute because you don't have AoE. So you get to a boss and then you fucking nuke it, which is cool. You know, absolutely nuke the hell out of it. But in stuff like Mythic Plus, or for the most part you're dealing with packs, you might want something or the other. You might want a big old AoE DPS where they could just get you through packs, be slower on bosses, but because you're going through packs so much, you know, you end up not caring because you're just tearing through packs. And on stuff like bursting weeks, it's not exactly what you want all the time. Just because it bursts. And so if you're too fast or something, you might kill yourselves. Demon Hunter as well, being huge on AoE. Which, I mean, I don't know the Mythic Plus meta. I mean, hell, there's been tons of new key attributes introduced since I played last. Really, I haven't even done a Mythic. I don't even know if I've done Mythic 0 in WoD. Or not WoD, BFA. It's been that terrible. I just really do not like this expansion. And that has kind of led me to really wanting to do it even more in Shadowlands. Because the dungeons already look pretty cool, challenging. Look like they'll be fun on Mythic Plus. Legion had fantastic dungeons. I mean, just good stuff. And I mean all the way through, right? Like even that one towards the end, the one with Illyria, and that's how you find out she's a void elf essentially. And then I can't remember what it's called. Look it up while we're Pale Moon Cloak. Seed of the Triumvirate. That was a blast. I felt like Legion lasted longer because of how much content was in it, but how much content was still spaced out. And for the fact that I came back to Legion 3 times, playing 100% separate characters. First time I played my Paladin and my Monk pretty heavily. Did a lot of stuff on Alliance EU, US Feathermoon. Played Horde pretty heavily. And then came back for a small bit to get the end of the expansion kill on Argus. And then that was it. But there's so many dungeons, so much to run. There for a while I knew every single trick to Mythic Plus. The pre-nerf skip essentially for the hold mechanic in what is it? Neltharian's Lair with the sure I'm not dying. Probably not. Seem like I'm staying alive. Where you could skip the worms like pull just by running behind that rock. It patched that. Return to Karazhan had some cool stuff in it that you could do. Return to Karazhan was also really hard at the start of when it first launched. Halls of Valor had some cool stuff. Overall, Legion was a fun expansion, and especially if you just did everything like I did. I didn't do PvP and stuff. Actually, I'll take that back. I did do PvP. I did a lot of PvP, surprisingly. And I was playing a Paladin at the time. This is early Legion. I mean, like, September, where it launched in August of that year, 2016. I was doing PvP left and right. Then my Monk, I switched over to Monk in right before 7.1. And then I played, I want to say I played all the way to almost the end of, actually I played right up to Nightwell. Quit, because I moved to Nashville here. Came back, played a Warrior. Played a Warrior heavily. Really enjoyed it. Then I played what did I play after that? That was when I transferred, because the Nighthold, I said Nightwell. It had the Nightwell in it. I played Warrior, and then I switched to Horde on Illidan. I transferred that Warrior, actually. Needed an Orc. Played Horde Warrior. throughout Tomb, and then quit again because that guild was toxic. There were a bunch of mid-level players that were not the best. They would die to dumb shit because this one, especially this one rogue, right? He would love, and I mean love, to shit on me because my DPS wasn't the best. Sure, I was trying to play arms. Arms was top. My arms was fucking great, but I couldn't really do it, and I didn't even have the execute ring, so I really couldn't do it. But there came a point where I was playing Fury, and I had amazing uptime on stuff. I had amazing efficiency, and I wasn't putting out anywhere near the numbers that the raid leader was in his warrior. Figured it came down to gear. Not really sure. Maybe I just wasn't really good. But then, I mean, that guy, I would be alive every single time we would get a kill. So like, I was staying alive for mechanics. Granted, the amount of health I added to the boss due to flex, I didn't necessarily, you know, pull the weight that was for that. But it didn't really matter too much. Mostly because I was just interested in seeing the content on a heroic scale. And once they switched to mythic, you know, they didn't really consider me a part of it, which is okay. And I didn't really care at the time. I'd love to push mythic content somewhat casually in Shadowlands, just so I can kind of see that stuff.
I need to get closer.
And then I really enjoyed it. I mean, like, I enjoyed my time there. Didn't exactly enjoy being... Didn't exactly enjoy being there for the people. The raid leader and his girlfriend person were great. Thoroughly enjoyed them. But I mean, you know, why stick around when people are shitty for the most part, and they're not even doing mechanics, you know? Like, we would, like I mentioned, we would just die to the dumbest shit, and it made zero sense. I mean, zero. You would die to hiding behind something mechanics, and it is because they wanted DPS right up until they had to leave. I mean, just right up to it. And so that kind of stuff just really pissed me off. Where it's like, dude, sacrifice your little bit of DPS to get back safely behind what we're supposed to hide behind. Specifically, what I'm referring to is the first mythic boss of Tomb of Sargeras. The big old pit lord. We couldn't pass it. I don't think. Maybe we did. Check. I have all the head of the curves from Legion because I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's the only expansion I did every single raid in at content. And it won't be the only one. Shadowlands is probably going to be full-on content for all the 2 years it exists. Is this where he leads in those? No, he leads in Ramstein. We'll look at it after this.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Need to get to him. Let's down this boss and then talk a little bit more about it. Why are you hitting him? Yeah, I want to look like Fantasy Rambo.
It's too far away.
It's a lot of death. They should at least like offer 2 or 1 experience a pop. Especially because it's such a little filler piece for these guys. This guy's getting hit kind of hard. Alright, Rivendare. Let's get your horse. Wish we had a shaman for heroism. Oh, we could just really tear this dude to pieces. Would be nice. Wow. Hell yeah. Just gonna drop. Don't want to play damage. So. Yeah, so as I was saying, the guy and his girlfriend were great, but the toxicity of the other players was awful. Specifically 2 big instances. One was the fact that this rogue did a ton of damage, but he was missing a specific piece from Tomb that I believe drops off Maiden of Vigilance. Engine of Eradication. That's it. He was missing that piece and was pissed. And we ran a Master Loot Council, so one dropped, and I don't think he was there. And I was playing Arms, or trying to anyway. And it dropped Heroic Warforged Engine of Eradication. And they gave it to me. And I was ecstatic, you know. It was a huge increase damage-wise, and really pushing to the end. It was like 810 or whatever, which was, I can't remember item levels at the time because they've been squished, obviously, as we see here. But it was a big upgrade, next to having the Hourglass from the Nighthold, which I did eventually get. Having the Convergence of Fates. It was awesome. Anyway, this ended up being a pretty big point of contention there for a minute. And what I mean by that is, I linked it one night in raid. Let me go ahead and queue up. I linked it one night in our raid, and he was livid. He would shout in Discord. He shouted in raid chat about how does this awful fucking DPS think? What does he think he is? Linking this shit. And why would they give that to him? Which they did and they didn't. It was, I can't remember if we were running personal loot that night or if it was Master Council. It's kind of going back on my story from earlier. But just absolutely livid. And this was a guy who was super toxic, being like, "Ha, I'm better than you," but it was all bants, right? Like, it was 100% banter, and had no real level of seriousness to it, which was fine. I could take banter. I could take even a level of toxicity. I've played League of Legends for a long time. I've played World of Warcraft since I was 7 years old. Like, I've encountered this kind of stuff before. That's not the issue. The issue is when you're being a blatant asshole for just me leaking a piece, wanting to bant with you. It's all I wanted to do. Have some good old back and forth banter. And you come attacking me when you're this assassination rogue who doesn't even know what his Cloak of Shadows button does. And I still don't even have a max level rogue. And I do. Hell, I even have Cloak of Shadows on my most current rogue. But it got to a point where he would just attack me for everything. So I ended up quitting due to that and some other big drama hit. I mean, and it does to all these mid-level guilds, right? That can clear one or two pieces of mythic, but can't really clear any level of they can't really clear any level of any higher content than maybe the first couple mythic bosses, which are cakewalks for the most part. Which is a shame. It's a shame that they have to be such assholes, and it's the whole Dunning-Kruger effect, right? They hit that intermediate expert scale and believe that they're the best. I mean, the absolute best. When it's all damage. If you're not doing damage, then fuck you. This isn't Final Fantasy 14, man. Like, you do need cooldowns to live. They give warriors their jump. They give among other things, die by the sword, countless other. They give rogues fucking Cloak of Shadows, which at the time when Method was pulling, hell, they were pulling like, what, 5+ rogues to kill Jaden at the time or something, because if Cloak of Shadows was that powerful. I mean, give me a break, dude. Use it. So I ended up leaving, and this was also the cause in a earlier guild. I'm not gonna name any names here. Yeah, so we got Mythic Goroth. Cool. That was it. That's all we got. In an earlier guild, we ended up I ended up getting roasted a bunch from this one guy who played, I'm not shitting you, 15 hours plus a day. Thought that he was, super hot shit. Thought that he was better than everybody. He would pug the raid every night. Ooh, I should not be in classic content anymore. I should definitely have done Burning Crusade / Wrath. Um,
Interesting.
he didn't do any real content
Time is money, friend.
with us. It would be, oh, well, hey, don't invite them. They're not that great. Or, oh, look, they're coming. I guess it's not. And I was in his inner circle in a sense, right? But I wasn't really. Which was frustrating when you're essentially being told, yeah, you're great. You're great. And then nothing. And then they ghost you because you might have had one or two bad runs or something. Well, he ended up leaving, and I found him, I think, on Suramar, or when it was linked to Tichondrius, something to that effect. I never said anything to him, but this was like a real, because it was on a smaller server. It was on Feathermoon. It was a smaller guild, very, not family oriented, but they were definitely like a close knit. That I never really broke into that group. And that's okay. You know, that stuff doesn't really bother me. But the fact that I did find something in this guy and his other friends that joined onto the guild, that I was getting regular content runs, and then, you know, after that point, not only getting regular content runs, but also getting gear and having people pretty much put me up first because I'm getting gear for stuff like raids and things of that nature, and then essentially getting ghosted. So he leaves. I'm still in the same guild, playing a monk now, and then I'm having higher efficiency, high gear. I was number, you know, Feathermoon has like 0 players, so I played the hell out of monk. I was like number 4 monk on the server, gear wise, sim DPS wise, but actuals were a lot different. I actually had like 97% efficiency, something just outrageous, and I was doing less damage than the monk lead, who was number 2 on the server or something to that effect. So that was kind of, you know, disappointing. But it happens, you know, it gets to that point where you kind of just stop caring because content's getting cleared, and the parse is never more important than clearing content. And at the level I was clearing content, who gave a shit? You know, there was no reason to, because I was clearing it. Maybe it's a competitive nature, not really sure. But definitely something interesting to think about. It's definitely something I enjoy. I like to be good so I can bant sometimes. I mean, that's gaming, right? Like, you got your buddies there, buddies that you might build over time, something to that effect. You kind of want to have some banter with them. But also the fact that I was running content and everything like that was just huge for me, because it's not something I've ever really been able to do in the past. And so having that outlet for content is pretty big. The battle almost seems not worth it. I guess it's only really worth it in... This is only really worth it in single or multi-target. No. Well, guess we're gonna go and leave because we're level 60. So we get flaying now, so that's cool. But it's just toxic guilds really grind my gears. It takes nothing, and it certainly doesn't cost you anything to just be decent, right? But not only are you not being decent, you're actively ruining me wanting to play this game, which was one of the downfalls of that guild, was that there were so many shitty people, the group or guild leaders stopped wanting to run it. He stopped playing a lot. He ended up playing like old school RuneScape or Guild Wars or something.
Your feet on the ground.
And that was weird. And we just 100% pivoted over to that.
Hey there.
Pretty cool that I got that. Technically better than mine. Mine scales, so go ahead and vendor it.
See you around.
Put it on.
Help you find something?
We'll go ahead and vendor this too. Think anyone's gonna buy it?
Have a good one.
But yeah, he just ended up quitting there for a minute. Not really putting any time to any more content. And kind of went on maintenance mode there for a while. Which is understandable given the circumstances. It's not easy dealing with shitheads ever. But sometimes you just gotta do it. And building a guild isn't very difficult. Building a good guild is, yes. Building a mid-level, okay-ish, heroic, early mythic guild, easy. Most players could do that shit. LFR is there for people without guilds. And it's there for early expansions or early openings of a raid just to have extra gear, especially with mythic and war forging and titan forging. Perfect. It will not be the case in Shadowlands. If you're running normals, you won't do it unless you have a piece that you really need to get just an upgrade for, like your bracers or something. But you will not hit LFR if you're in heroic. If you guys are farming normal and then hitting heroic, yeah, you won't care, especially if you're on personal loot. If you're just pumping through personal loot, you don't care at all. I'll queue up for some Burning Crusade. They do have portals. That's pretty cool. I'm really curious to see how the leveling goes in Shadowlands. Like I've said on here before, I plan on doing so much more leveling content just because it sounds amazing. And I'll do a lot of off-stream leveling too, just for like alts and stuff. Shadowlands sounds pretty alt-friendly after the disaster that is Battle for Azeroth and the fact that
Hey there.
you essentially can't have any level of
See you later.
wow. So this is how the time stuff's gonna work. This is it.
Light
Oh man.
go with honor, friend.
But yeah, I'll do this quest. Yeah, definitely having some alts coming up in Shadowlands. I think it's gonna be huge, 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 huge. Oh, blasted lands. Man, it feels good to be out here. Although I need this demon to spawn. Heroes Call Blasted Lands? I don't think I ever accepted that. Yes, I did. I remember that. There you are. Don't interrupt you. Easy. Damn. Arms does do a lot of damage. And my gear in some slots is actually pretty outdated. Guess this person's just grinding. Strangler?
I need to get close.
I don't even have Colossus Smash yet. Still. I think I get it 62? No, I have it. Yeah, there we go.
I'm out of. I need a target.
I absolutely destroyed that thing. I don't get. Oh, I do have tactician. Oh, but it resets the cooldown on overpower now. Oh, okay. Used to reset Colossus Smash. Because in Legion it was all about powering up big old Colossus Smashes and doing your white damage, which is our auto attacks. Need to get a swing timer and a DPS meter and my shadow unit frames. I'll probably end up updating that tonight. But I like having my clean and simple UI without having a shit ton of things going on.
It's too far away.
Easy. Yeah, I'm gonna love arms. I hope it stays the same playstyle. Because if it does, you bet I'll be on it.
What can I do for you?
22K to look at something? We just can't let it go, huh?
Need help?
Sirwich?
King's honor, friend.
Where's
Be
that?
careful.
What? I never knew there was another place. I do like how it's been talking about like the portal's been quiet and things like that. But we're going to Outland. So we've already done the time jump. So I'm phased, I would assume, to having it. Oh. Having it be the Dark Portal. And I'm assuming that's how it'll be phased for the new questing.
Greetings. For the Alliance.
I always thought it was cool that you never really
What's on your mind?
went to the fight immediately. They wanted to take you to Honor Hold.
Be good. No. Safe.
Oh man, for being the first expansion, it was done well. It was done really well. I'm a big fan. Honor hold. Oh, they killed MacTheridin.
Well met.
Isildur.
Light bless you. What can I do for you?
Just a good expansion. Just a really good expansion. It is hard to state how good Burning Crusade was. It's hard. It's easy to state how good. No, let me rephrase that. It's pretty easy to state how good Burning Crusade was because Burning Crusade was obviously good. It's pretty hard to state how good.
And we must answer. We will fight for what is ours.
How good Wrath was. How come I'm not getting shit for experience now? I didn't know my shoulders only went to 60. I mean, 5,522?
We each must do our
Actually
part.
pretty awful. How come I'm soaring? Now I'm not hitting anything. It's hard to state how good Wrath of the Lich King was because Wrath of the Lich King is held in such high esteem post-mortem? I don't know. Post-Wrath. People are like, yeah, Wrath's the best. I remember people in Wrath hating Wrath. I hated Wrath. I look back on it with fondness now. But I didn't like any of it. Thought it was boring. Didn't think it had any good ED content. Okay, I'm gonna leave Q. Go tank. I didn't think it had good meaty content. I think it was pretty weak. Better than Cataclysm, but worse than Legion. Worse than Mist to an extent.
Light be with you. Be careful.
Of course, it's always got to be Hellfire Ramparts. I think now people look back on Mist content. People look back on pretty much all expansions with a good mind, except Warlords of Draenor. Which sucks about Warlords of Draenor, it had the most lore-rich piece of the game, and it didn't deliver. It gave us Legion because of them bringing in Gul'dan and him bringing in Agamindon there at the end. Them bringing in Agamindon there at the end and everything of that nature. But it wasn't thought of fondly And I came back like 2 or 3 times during that one too. I remember leaving the first time because the raids didn't even start for like 4 months after Highmall didn't open for like 4 months after the expansion launched. So I was geared enough to enter Highmall easily. Because I did quests and heroics and mythic. I think mythics were dungeons at the time. Yeah, they were open. Or actually, they were introduced. But like, I had everything. I had the ring done up to a certain point. I had pretty much everything good to go. I just needed to get to raids. So I quit for like 2 months, came back, and finally played in it. There were multiple times where I came back just to play Horde with some buddies. Experiment with new classes. Things of that nature.
It's too far away.
Experience Legion. Experience the pre-patch for Legion. Stuff of that nature. Which again, all had super, super good feelings about Legion right before it launched. I'm having the same feelings about Shadowlands. In fact, I didn't have any negative feelings towards Legion when it was launching. Besides maybe them trimming up and stuff like that, but we actually kill Kargath frickin' Blade Fist in not there, that's Watchkeeper Goldmar, but in Shattered Halls. Like, straight up, he's a dungeon boss. Yet he was a raid boss in Highmall, which, I mean, we trounce over him. It's just kind of fun seeing that old content kind of stuff come back. I'm gonna get some of these supplies.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Nope, pulling a shit ton. Should just be able to mow all of it down. He's weak.
I need to get closer.
Alright. Pretty easy.
I'm out of range.
Pretty easy indeed. Big circle. This is one thing I miss. Grinding dungeons for rep. I think it's something that should come back. Especially with all the rep gates that they like to put in. But the only way you can get it is through their stupid emissary system. Dumb. Put it back into the dungeons. You could even do those tabards again to say you champion their cause. All that stuff. To gain more reputation specifically for that faction. I mean, come on. That stuff was it was a great system. There was zero reason to get rid of that. Zero. Everything's dying so fast. Also like how they're just like, alright, we got it. Red orcs. And done. Which I mean, I know their whole point behind them. Oh, it's about to be a big boy pool. It's okay though. Target something closer, you doofus. No, I didn't want to loot. Big boy pools for kindergartners. So easy. I never get why those Hellfire Sentries down there were hard locked to 57. I guess if you pulled them into the boss arena. Like they can't even technically enter the Outlands. I mean, come on.
I'm out of range.
I think I do these all the way through to 80. Which I wonder, are they going to do like a random playlist essentially for, like you could do random classic, random TBC, random blah blah blah, or if they do random all legacy, and it could be anything from classic to BFA dungeons, and you just scroll through that, because that would be a blast. Whoa!
I'm out of range.
Get the guy down here, you friggin' clown. That's not... I don't know why they ever gave that as the achievement. Also, I had that achievement. What?
It's too far away. I'm out of range. Many challenges. Pity they were all in vain. Soon your people will kneel to my lord.
Sure, Vezrud.
I answer a higher call.
You're getting whomped. Dragon will too.
Will be of you.
Dragon's getting whomped as well. She does like -5 damage. I mean, standing in fire, not giving a shit. Alright, surprised I didn't get Hellrender. Hellreaver. Goofy pole arm. It's cool though. Requires level 62. Ah, I guess it just requires whatever level I am, right?
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Jade Warrior Pauldrons. Yeah. Those are always cool. See if I have shoulders that go above. Yeah. Alright. Let's do a Lich King dungeon. Oh, 2 minutes. We'll do another Burning Crusade. Burning Crusade. Can't even do random classics anymore. Oh. It's alright. Such good memories. I thoroughly enjoyed Legion's aesthetic, especially with stuff like this, which I mean paved way for more Wiccan style stuff in BFA, which I like. And stuff like Court of Stars. Court of Stars is so good. No. Please be blood furnace. Oh, it's slave pens.
How may I help? Farewell.
Probably be 63 after this, or 64.
It's too far away.
Luckily though, this stuff doesn't have crazy high health. Actually has less health than most of the classic stuff. It's 1100 XP apiece. Yeah, it's gonna be solid. All this stuff will die quick. If we have any level of good AoE, like this paladin here, then we'll be set. Oh yeah, we could definitely chain pull this. Getting big old fatty pools. Oh no, I can't break that. Oh shit, that's a big fear. We handled it.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Death Knight? That has charge? No. How did she cast bone armor?
It's too far away.
Strange.
I don't have a target. I need to get closer.
Yeah, so it does do it by whoever's the highest level. It just auto gives them the group lead.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
I'll just bring the slaves with them. It won't be a big deal.
get closer.
Whew. Big old chain pulls. I am A-okay with. Does he actually have the shoulders on, or did he? Oh, that's worth. Yeah. He actually has the escape from Durnhold stuff. That's hilarious.
It's too far away.
I taunted him.
I don't have a
Why don't you come over here, clown?
Don't make me kill you.
Alright, Manu. Oh no, I can't interrupt that lightning bolt. Whatever shall I do? I have to taunt him on or cool down then. Seem to be losing. I'm losing threat to the Earth Elemental. Duh. Alright. By Nazjatar's depths. If only you knew that we can go there later. God, going to Nazjatar seemed like a dream at this point.
I need a target.
Nobody thought we were. Specifically, no one thought we'd go to Nazjatar after defeating Sargeras.
I'm out of
I mean, come on.
I don't have a target. I need to get closer.
Come on, everybody.
It's too far away.
Come on, you collaborator.
I need a target. I'm out of range.
Gonna go up here and get Weeder Green Thumb. God damn it. I did not want to pull.
I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
Okay. Yeah, we're still burning through this stuff fast.
It's too far away. I need to a target.
Rockmar the Clacker. Clack clack.
I'm out of range.
What does it keep wanting me to do? God, it's hitting me hard. Why was he taking forever to die? Oh yeah, his shell thingy.
It's too far away.
Not losing thread on you, you clowns. I should honestly probably do... Oh, shit. Thanks for whoever pulled that. Ah, I'm going to die. Come on, A1. Oh, I'm charmed as well.
I need to get closer.
What a fucking pull.
I'm out of range.
Feel it in rains. Man, you really don't know the story, do you? You might think he reigns. He actually doesn't. No.
I need to get closer.
This guy's got somewhere to be. Rushing real hard. Damn it. Oh, I see. She's putting up. No, she's putting up the other one. Thanks to Rolling Blades, or Blade Dance, or whatever it is, to make her attacks hit. Multiples.
I don't have a target. I'm listening. Farewell. Peace be with you.
Agamindon. Kind of a cool name. I mean, why would you want to, all honesty, mind control me? You do the least amount of damage. Let's go ahead and clear these clowns. In case they want to cause trouble later on. This will be my last dungeon run of the night. You can catch this VOD plus a upcoming video coming tonight. Gonna stick around for a few more minutes while I kill this last boss. Thank you to everyone that's come out, chatted. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. Check out my socials in the description below. And let's down Agamindon, turn in the quests, and then we'll hit the road.
I need to get closer.
Surely you should be dying faster than this. We're more striking him like every 2 seconds.
Out of range.
Alright, so we need to teleport out, teleport back in, level 64, and almost a half. Definitely hit the half. Here, turning all these in. Oh no, we're gonna hit 65. Yeah, buddy. Townsville. Ooh. Stupid bugs. Okay. Thanks. Alright. That is it for me. Again, as I already said, hit subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you tomorrow on the next stream.